Ons nog een driver.
Ons nog een driver,
Ja, it's not full lobby.
Yo, niemand soek jy aan my Ferrari nie, bro. Wat al?
Ek sal die
Nie na
Ferrari
hulle
vat.
performance in Fransie.
Ark het nog nie 'n kar gekies en so gerup.
Ja, sy Renault.
I think Kai's gonna join. I think Kai's is gonna join.
Unready?
I'm
Hy
ready!
kan join, hy het 18 minute.
I'm ready,
om
I'm
te
ready,
join.
I'm ready!
No,
It's
ek het
time, anyways.
join.
It's 20:33, boys.
Ek
Supposed to
het
start
kyk, jy sit op
20:30,
100%.
Ja, dis.
So op 100%, Quentin.
Ja.
Oh, wait. You have 60 left. That's 52 laps, boys.
Nee, jou, hy is klaar getroud, nie nou kom kak maak. Die wil ek hier opbreek. Hier.
That's a bit mean.
I wish we had like a set of cones that dictated the limit.
Ja,
And then
ja,
when you
gelijk.
hit the cone, you get wing damage.
So vir die fliek en
And it
Ja,
resets.
concrete,
And the cone.
Dan haal jy al die cones van ons uit en dan kan ons
What, you wanna make the cones made out of like metal?
letterlik almal het gelief, ons is nou alleen.
Rarig.
Ja. Crazy.
Ja, ons bly. We bly.
Wat gelief?
Wat gelief?
Dis ons is basically nou die vibe ons wat nee.
Nee.
Dis
Nee.
chill en
Ons het klomp ander
Basically.
mense wat nie
Oh,
vibe is
is
Daar's net soos 3 ander.
It's raining, my joke. Ja, bly nou. Ja,
nie. Is it?
Nee.
Ja, nou dit doen.
Dit is wet. Dis draai wet draai.
Dit is beautiful, boys.
That's
Oh, ek
beautiful.
kan dit weer.
Jo.
I love it, boys.
That is
I love it.
beautiful.
But it's only running 45 minutes into the race.
Yeah.
Ja. Ja.
Yeah!
That's almost the end of the race.
Yeah, that'd be that, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's only gonna be short race.
Really?
No.
Yes, Peter.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RaceFace Racing League. Today will be the final race of the season. We are on Bahrain short, and it's going to be one heck of a wild one, definitely today. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for this because it's almost a full lobby, and more guys are coming in. It's almost a full lobby, and it's going to be one heck of a crack out there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm hoping you guys are ready for this because this is going to be one beautiful race you're going to see today, as the guys will be quite eager to finish off the season in a really good, in a really high note to say. But yeah, I'm hoping you guys are ready for this because this is going to be one beautiful race we're going to be seeing today. So yeah, let us get on board with some of the guys who are already on the field, and let's see how this turns out for them as time goes, as they are currently doing their, to say, warm-up lap, shake and bake lap as usual. So yeah, let's find out how this is gonna go out. This is a Bahrain short, so the track is quite nice and short, so it's only a few seconds around the track to say. So I hope you guys are ready for this because this is going to be one sorry, not Bahrain short, Britain short. Alright, so we are now on board with Leandre, just cracking it out in the racing points. This young man has been trying his utmost best to stay up there at the top. Looks like Ark has already set the fastest time already for us for the session. This is our current quali session with 45.063. So now let's see if Leandre is going to be able to tackle this time as it blasts right through the fourth last corner there, and taking the left right handers right here, looking all sweet and awesome so far. And that will move him all the way up to the top with a 44.5. We already have a driver who's just retired. Retired a little bit too soon. I mean, the session just really started, so that's not something that you want to see so far. But you know what? This is what the guys want to do. Maybe it's a strategy, you know. It is a short track, and anything could really happen out here. So I hope you guys are ready for this. Right, so it looks like Leandre is just really kicking out another one to try and see he can better his time. There we go, seeing faster times there, kicking it into the 43-second mark. That is looking real quick from number 1 and 2. Only 100th of a second just separating the two guys so far. So this is looking real good, and separated by 10th of a second, which would be Mackie right there in 3rd place. So I'm sure his favorite people will be going onto the stream just now. So grab your popcorns and drinks, because this is going to be one action-packed quali, and there will be one action-packed race. So let us get on board here with Martin, our man Martin right here, just cracking it out with some soft compound tires. It looks like the mediums are the faster compound tires. Right, so now we are getting back on it again from Martin, deciding that was not a good enough time. He's going to try and give it another cracker again, just sweeping super tightly into the first corner, which is the right-hander, looking real good there, going into the nice right and the slow corner, and then trying to get into this medium speed corner. If you can really ace that corner, you'll be able to get some good straight line speed going towards the high speed right-hander coming up on this track, which is a beautiful high speed right-hander. If you get it right, you'll gain a lot of time coming through. Oh, invalidates his lap right there, so he's gonna have to just try it out again. Let's get on board with Ark right here, who's currently on his out lap, getting his tires nicely warmed up, as he does block a bit of way for the other driver, which might cause a bit of issues there. But there we go, Mackie taking provisional pole, kicking it up with 43.7. I'm sure Azure is going to be going out there to just prove a little bit of a point and kick it up a bit a notch, you say, and want to prove that he is the man right on top. So let's see how this goes for Ark as he cracks it out. Ooh, going through that medium speed corner, lost a lot of speed, could carry out a bit of speed there just to bring it up to these coming through corners, as he is most probably still learning a little bit more about the corner. He's keeping it nice and tidy so far, no big issues. It looks like most of the guys are trying to set their times with medium compound tires, which seem to be the faster set, but the softs are proving to be faster than the mediums, as you can see with our current race leader up there in provisional pole, Mackie. So this is going to be one heck of a race you're going to be seeing today, as the times are really creeping in now. The times are going to be super close, and I'm hoping you guys are really excited about what's going to be happening right now. So let us just wait and see how this goes, as Ark has not managed to get himself all the way up into the point position. Right, let's get on board here with Zeal as he prepares to get himself getting himself ready for his hot lap that he's going to be taking just now, as he lets the other guys go through to avoid any issues or impeding on anyone's hot lap. So let's see how this is going to go, as the guys now. Oh, we see there's Lucius there. This is, already having a bit of a spin out there from Corsair. Terrible driver coming from that guy doing that. But we'll see how he fares out during the race, as he is a rough rider. He is a roughened up boy. He'll rough you up when he goes through the corners if you do manage to be right close to him. It looks like Zeal is on fire, just hitting that apex super fast, and that first corner looking real good, carrying out a lot of speed, and then going through this medium speed corner just looking fairly okay, carrying out a better speed out of the corner. And then here we go. Will we be seeing any acceleration coming from Zeal, getting a bit of a tow right here from Lucius with the DRS open? So this will be a good one for this young man today, as he might be able to post a bit of a faster time, but Lucius seems to be struggling a little bit of pace there. Lucius should back out of this whole entire thing already, as Lucius locks up there. This will ruin Zeal's time. Oh, there we go. Azure, our race leader, just really rocking it out with another fast, blistering lap, which is only 600ths of a second faster than Mackie. So that is going to be one heck of a race. Let's try and get on board with Mackie right here as he starts his quali lap again. Will he be able to fare out and get his get a faster time than he does have currently now? Ooh, just really gets deep into the first corner of the apex right there. Oh, carrying out fairly good amount of speed coming out of that slow right-hander. And then goes into the medium speed towards the straight, which is looking fairly good right here. Trying to use a bit of tail from the other car, but that was definitely not good enough for the young man. And now it just really crashes right through the high-speed corner, looking fairly confident, and then going through the left-right corner as he looks fairly... Ooh, getting into those higher gears to avoid losing that back end. And there we go. He is now 10th of a second right up front. Azure is definitely most probably going to go out again to try to prove his point that he is a bit of a better driver for this race, for this track right here, as he will be crunching it out again. Oh, we see a bit of a cheeky move there coming from Mackie, just putting that cone just to distract the drivers as they came through there. Right, so let us get on board with one of the house drivers. This is Scotty, as he's preparing to set his hot lap. Ooh, a bit of, why is he locking up? That's strange. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, I see what he's doing. He's getting those tires nice and baked up to make sure he can actually get a lot of temperature into those tires currently. Right, so let us get on board. As you see, Scott is one of the fast drivers out there in this racing league as he cracks it out. Ooh, goes in a little bit too early with the gearing, which it does make him lose a bit of speed. But let's hope that's going to work out well for him as he carries out a bit of good speed out of that slow right-hander. And medium speed right-hander coming through here towards the straight. Looking real good, the only straight. Oh, he still does not go out for another one again. Ooh, Scott's just really looking fairly okay there. We've got a few people who've decided that they've had enough of this session. They'll retire and accept the times that they've gotten so far. So it looks like Scott will be posting us a really good time as he goes down the hanger straight, going towards Stowe as he takes that right-hander. Ooh, doesn't lose a lot of speed, carries out a lot of speed. Ooh, invalidates his time there on the exit of Stowe. And now he's just going to have to... chill out a little bit and try again as he tries his hot lap once again. Will he be able to finish this without running out of fuel? As you can see right there, the fuel tank is almost empty. Ooh, a lot of lockup going into that corner there. So that is definitely not one to want to see. Alright, decides to go in and is not willing to get into this anymore. So let us get on board with Koos right here. He's decided to go for a gun of softs. Ooh, we see that Mackie has taken provisional pole once again, going a 10th of a second in front of Azure. As you can see, both of them are going out. They're on their out laps. our race leaders, and they'll be cracking it out again. And we can see that Marsh is still trying it out with the medium compound tires. Now will Koos be able to give us something great out of this lap right here as he prepares to go through the start finish, and he goes down to the straight looking fairly good without any issues at all. Ooh, looking real good there after coming out of Chapel, going through the hanger straight, and now he's gonna get close. He's gonna go through the high-speed corner, which is Stowe. Will he be able to make sure he carries out a lot of speed? It looks like he's went out a little bit wide there, not invalidating his time for some odd reason. And it looks like it might be. Yes, it does. As he backs off again to try get himself all the way up into the points position. Here we go again as he goes right towards Abby. And then it looks fairly good for this young man as he goes through the high-speed corner. And looking fairly good. Now he's just gone out of Chapel corner as he now goes straight on hanger straight, and then now he's going to be rocking it out towards Stowe, our high-speed corner, the only corner we can really take it pretty much almost at a higher flat out speed, but you wouldn't go flat out there, just having a bit of a slow approach and then try to push out a flat out going out of the exit of the corner, which would help him out. But it looks like so far it's not looking so great. Ooh, pushes himself all the way from 10th position to 5th position, getting himself right there in front of his teammate. This is looking quite great out here, ladies and gentlemen. If you've just joined the stream, welcome. This is going to be one heck of a race as we now headed towards the final minutes of this quali session. So today, let's actually try to get on board right here with Titan and see how he does. Or should we get on board with a Joy and AlphaTauri actually, as he cracks it out for us, and let's see how he does on his hot lap. Will he be able to get himself right up there in front, or is this a bit of looks like he's gonna have to try again for another for a bit of a refill right there. So let's carry on. Ooh, a lot of lockup coming there from Titan as he comes through the final few corners. Now he's gonna go to start finish, and looks Titan scores himself a lack of first place right there. Now Titan is now currently sitting provisional pole. As we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one heck of a race. As you can see, Titan is one of the guys we've never really seen sitting in pole. So today we're going to see Titan chilling out on pole, as he is now pretty much 200ths of a second, 2/10ths of a second faster than Mackie. So it looks like Titan will be going into the pits just to chill out and have a see what's going to happen. So right now we've got almost a minute left, and so far it's not looking great for our young man who's been leading the race all the way from the start, from pole position. But so far, hopefully he'll be able to catch up to the guys during the race, or he's going to try out for another lap, and hopefully he'll be able to get himself all the way up top. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now headed towards the very much end of the whole entire qualifying session. Things are going to look a little bit dusty and a bit hectic for these guys, as it also will be close racing, and there'll be a lot of mistakes and most probably a lot of safety cars that might come out today. So hopefully Najwa will be able to make it in time to start his quali lap. Oh, it looks like he will be able to make it as he now goes through the final few corners to try to push to start finish before the time runs out. As he now starts his lap, will he be able to make sure that he gets himself a pro position? Will be able to... Oh, that's not looking so great for this young man, as he does not like what has happened. He went in a little bit too deep and ruined his his time trial up there. Here we go. We've got Marsh. He's going to now try get himself all the way up top there. Will Marsh be able to get up top? Oh, Marsh misses his lap right there. Unfortunately, just going out a little bit too far out of the corner when he goes out on the exits of that corner. So far we are looking fairly good, as we have now Titan is going to be our race leader, followed by Mackie, and then Azure in 3rd place, and then we got Marsh in 4th place, and then Quist in 5th, followed by his teammate in 6th place, which is Brendan Pred, and then we've got Quentin just rocking it out there in 7th place, and then we've got Leandra in 8th, Zio in 9th, finishing off the points table. It's Slim in 10th. And then we got Jazz in 11th place, Ark in 12th. Young man showing us a bit of talent there, trying to crack into the points position. Cosé in 13th, Martin in 14th, Melons in 15th position there, Flum kicking it out in 16th, Lucius. We expected a lot from Lucius, but maybe he's just not really well acquainted to this track. Lucius taking 17th place, Druam taking 19th, and then finally right there at the end we have our young man, which I did miss out. Let's wait and see how this goes. I'll let you know the young man is right at the bottom there. And our young man who's finishing it off, it is Scotty. Scotty has, looks like he's been losing out a lot of touch from the game, as we've always seen him in the top 3 position. So Scotty is definitely not giving us what we definitely hope for so far. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are ready for this, because this is going to be one heck of a race. Get your chips and everything ready, because we're going to be cracking it out there. So welcome to those who've just joined into the stream. This is going to be one awesome race that you're going to see today. So we are on fire today. These guys are just willing to break every rule to try not to really break, but really to really sacrifice anything to get themselves all the way up top so far. So hopefully things will go out well for these guys. Right, so as we wait for the guys to start the race, so initially they're gonna get into a quali, or pardon me, not a quali, a parade lap to say from the start, which would be pretty much a lap to warm up them tires as usual. But so far it's looking fairly great for some of these guys, as they seem to have placed themselves in fairly good conditions right here. So we almost have a full on. Oh, gee whiz, okay, I saw something there. We almost have a full lobby today coming from these guys, and this is the final race of the season right here. So hope you guys are ready for this, because this is going to be some fancy things that are going to come out of here. A lot of guys are going to be pushing out on that first corner, trying the utmost best to get pole position as quick as possible. But what they don't realize is if they just really just work themselves slowly but surely up the whole entire track, you know, and field, they'll be able to score themselves really good points, as the undercut will be quite hectic to stray. Alright, so for those who have just joined us, welcome, and make sure you go get your snacks and drinks as we are about to start the race now. Our race leader has just parked his car right there. I'm just gonna get ourselves a little bit up front into 4th position to just try to capture the most out of this whole entire race. So let's see how this goes for these guys. Here we go. The race is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are ready for this. As we see a lot of guys have started off some soft compound tires and then the lights are out. And then we see a lot of guys just really losing a lot of traction from the start. Looks like now we might have Moss just really creeping in. A lot of guys going out wide on the first corner. Going up to the... Oh, that's a bit of a shame right there as Azure goes out wide once again. And we do have a collision right there. And a Ferrari spins out between the Racing Point and the Ferrari. We have two cars that have just been out. That is not looking so great at all so far. Now we're just under virtual safety car. Oh my word, ladies and gentlemen, definitely something was gonna happen. Now everybody's just trying to get themselves into packing order right now, as this we'll be resuming the race in a few seconds from now, as we're under virtual safety car. So now this might play so well for our young man up top, which is Titan, right up front here, our race leader in the Red Bull, followed by Marsh. So how is this gonna look for Titan? Will he be able to handle the pressure as time goes, or is he gonna be just struggling right now? It looks like we're gonna be getting the the virtual safety car go away on the hanger straights. Here we go as the race resumes once again. Let's try to get into the midfielders and see how this is turning out for these guys as they now try to overtake. Oh, we might be seeing a bit of an overtake here into the high-speed right, and it's looking fairly okay. Nothing, no action, no drama, which was oh, what an interesting dive in for the Red Bull against the McLaren of Quinton. This is Quinton and Cosset just going head-to-head, and then we see Mackie there just setting the fastest time for the starters. Now the time is now going to start tumbling down as they get closer and closer to that 43-second mark, and it's looking fairly good for these guys so far. And looks like Cosset has managed to best the last two races, which is Quinton and we have seen some few guys have collected each other there. So Martin and Quinton are now out of the race, ladies and gentlemen. That is not what we were looking for right there. Oh my word, now that is definitely something we dread to see. Drivers just not managing to get themselves right. So let's try to get into some action out here, as you see these guys are fairly close to each other. It's just only tenths of a second between these guys, and there's a lot of mistakes that are already happening during this race. Guys are already getting 3-second penalties, which we are not even a quarter of a way into the race. So this is not looking so great for some of these drivers out there. So far we're looking, Klein Saki leaving. I would assume that he must have disconnected, or he wasn't racing at all, just spectating. So let's see how this goes out for the young guys out here, as now we are just following up and seeing what's happening with these closer times right up. So we see that Melons is getting closer and closer with Herbal. Okay, interesting. But yeah, this is looking fairly okay so far. Melon seems to be gaining more and more, and every corner Herbal not managing to really get into the corners nicely, just missing out on those apexes in the racing line. So far it's not looking great for Herbal as he gets a 3-second penalty. Oh, whoa. So let's actually have a look at the penalties. Oh, wow, that's not looking so great for these young guys right here. So it looks like Azure might be getting himself ready to make an overtake on Mackie. So right now we see Azure just rocking it out with the medium compound tires, which seem to be a little bit on the far side of life. Let's just get on board with Azure right here. As you can see, he does get into a bit of a lockup as he enters that corner at the village, and then now they're going out of Chapel Corner, and then they're going to the hanger straights right here. Now Azure's got DRS. Will he be able to make the dive in, or is he gonna back out of it? Ooh, looks like Mackie just allows Azure to get into that inside corner easily. Mackie getting a 3-second penalty for going out wide out there, exceeding track limits. Azure just locking up a little bit there. Now will Mackie be able to come back for Azure right here? It looks like Mackie is definitely not at the same pace as Azure. He's trying to save up on those tires to try bring himself into a bit of a longer stint with the soft compound tire. Ooh, we're seeing Mackie getting closer to Azure on the first few corners, and now we're getting out of trouble again, going through to the hanger straight. Will Mackie be able to get the best out of this DRS, or is Azure going to go onto that ERS and shoot for Rich also on the fuel mixture? Ooh, it looks like he might have had a bit of a better exits for himself there coming from Azure. That's why Mackie couldn't really catch up to Azure on the hanger straight. Now we're going to the start finish. Will we be getting any action coming from that one there now? As we're now looking throughout the field, everybody's just tenths of a second behind each other so far. Let us get on board with Flum, who's going to most probably try to revenge himself to get closer and closer to Corsair, and now Corsair just opens up the outside of the corner. Now, ooh, we got a side-by-side action there with the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and the Ferrari seems to be backing down a bit and then takes the inside line once again. Now the Ferrari should be able to get some DRS while the Red Bull takes the toe of the Ferrari going through the hanger straights, and now they're going to go through Stone or high-speed rights, and the Ferrari manages to take control of that position, and he manages to stay right in front. Now this is going to turn out to be a little bit terrible for Corsair, as he now has just right on top of his gearbox. Will Corsair be able to get this right for himself? So far Corsair seems like he might be struggling in those tires, and I think Jazz might have missed a little bit on that corner, and let's see how this turns out. Corsair locking up a bit, losing up a bit on speed there. Zio getting a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits, I'm sure. But here we are again, as we now see Corsair gets the DRS. Will Corsair be able to make a move on Flum? Flum deciding that he wants that inside corner. He's going to allow... Ooh, he's going to just make Corsair go on the roundabout now. Corsair just goes into the inside out of the exit and manages to finish that move quite well from that Ferrari of Flum. So now it's looking fairly decent for Corsair. He can actually push back. It looks like Corsair just pulled away a little bit to just allow him to get into that DRS and get himself that position back. As I've said here, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to be patient. Right now, the Ferrari is just under the attack of Jazz, as Jazz is right on top of the Ferrari. So now it's just a matter of time. Will Jazz be able to get a better exit? It looks like he did. Now the DRS helps him out a little bit there, and takes that inside line side by side with the Ferrari. He does back out a bit. Ferrari squeezes him a little bit now. The Racing Point squeezes the Ferrari outside of that exit of the corner. So that's looking fairly good for this young man right here that we have. Is doing so well for himself. The man Jazz in the Racing Point now is on the attack to try and get a bit of revenge on Corsair. Ooh, we see Azure collecting another 3-second penalty right there. We see Marsh getting himself right up top to leading the race. Let us have a look and see what's going on right up top here, as we see Titan just sitting right on top of Marsh's gearbox, race leader, and it looks like Marsh is struggling a little bit of a pace there, and it's not looking so great for the young man Marsh, which is now under a lot of pressure currently. Will he be able to stay away from Titan? So let's get on board right with Scott. As you see, Scott has moved up from the last place position and has managed to get himself all the way up top of the medium compound tires into the points position, 10th place. So far it's looking real great for this young man. Are we rocking it out? These guys are showing us a little bit of flames here, locking up going into the corner. Melon's going out wide, losing a bit of speed on the exit. Now this is going to just allow Scotty to get closer and closer, and now Scotty's got DRS. Melons is not under DRS now. Melons is just going to have to try and push as much as he can with that ERS to try and keep Scotty away under the DRS. It looks like he's managed to keep that right so far. Now it looks real great for this young man as he locks up going into the final few corners of this course. So now Scotty not managing to get a really good access out of that last corner, is now having to work a little bit harder once again. And now we see the battle carries on between Marsh and Titan. And so far, it looks like Azure is catching up to these guys slowly but surely as it comes up. So let's get back on with these two guys here. And now they're trying to break the slipstream from each other and trying to break that DRS slipstream also. So now, so far, the guys have just seemed to have settled down a little bit into a state of not using too much ERS to try and overtake. So far, it's looking fairly nice and decent for this young man here, which is Flum. Oh, a lot of lockup coming from Corsair there. This man has managed to go through the whole entire season, locking up and really burning that inside tire all the time. So far, it seems like he's managing that quite well, and he manages to get it right all the time. So this is looking quite great for this young man as he rocks out there. There we go once again. How's this gonna look out for these guys right here? How's this gonna look out? Oh, that's looking fairly good right here for Flum as he's trying his utmost best. Oh, looks like Titan might have had okay, Titan has went into the pits. It almost looked like he might have had a bit of a mess up there for a bit as he went straight into the pits. Oh, a lot of guys have been getting penalties. Let's see on the updates on penalties as you're rocking it out there with an 8-second penalty. That's not going to work well for this young man. And then the second high, we got Slim also on the 8-second penalties, and the second highest right there, it's Melons with a 6-second penalty, and then the rest of the other guys like Mackie and Flum and Zeal and Herbal just rocking it out with 3-second penalties. Joom also rocking out a 3-second penalty. Tyson kicking out up with another penalty again, getting himself into a 6-second penalty right there. DeAndre for 3-second penalty. This is going to be one heck of a long race. This is going to be a race that really demands a lot of time management and managing the tire heat all the time, because there's a lot of braking and acceleration that happens all the time. So this could easily turn out sour for some of these drivers as they go through the race. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're getting guys going straight into the pits so far. Ooh, interesting that Quest has decided to rock out with some hard compound tires after his little incident there on the start of the race. And Leandre also rocking out a set of hard compound tires after that first few corners incidents that has happened so far. So now let's see what's happening with the guys up front as they now went to the pit. It looks like Mac is still out there with the soft compound tires and is trying to push those tires as far forward as he can. So far it looks fairly okay for this young man as he's getting closer and closer to the race leader. Azure. Will Azure be able to pull away with those medium compound tires and keep these other guys away? Just gonna have to find out and see when he does go in for a pit. Will he get himself in the top 3 positions? Oh, we're seeing a bit of an attack here looming between Slim and Gus. As Slim is getting closer and closer to Gus. Gus is on that slower compound tire, which is the hard compound tire so far. And it's not looking so great for this young man as he's pushing right along. And it looks like he might be able to keep Slim away in those soft compound tires, which is a faster set than he does have. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this action jam-packed movement that's happening right here. I'm seeing a bit of a move coming up here, developing between these guys right here. As you can see, Scotty catching up slowly but surely to Melons. And ooh, Zeal having a bit of a spin out there. That's going to cost him quite a lot. Hopefully he didn't end up into the wall on that pit exit. Right here now we're going through towards the hangar straight. Will Scotty be able to catch up to Melons on the CRS straight as he go through the hangar straight? Now we're going to go towards the high speed corner, which is a Stowe corner going on the right hand, the right here. Ooh, virtual safety car. Looks like Melons is going to have to survive for another one once again, as he does have us. It looks like the guys are going to take that advantage of going straight into the pits to try and get that overcut on some of these guys, as they are now under the virtual safety car. How is this going to work out for these guys so far, as they're now trying the utmost best to get themselves into good positions? Seeing a few guys, almost half of the field going into the pits, trying to take advantage of this virtual safety car. We'll see our race leader just still rocking out the medium compound tire for 21 laps so far. Now we resume after now we've done with the virtual safety car. Some of the guys who went into the pits just now on this lap would have lost out on the benefits of having that virtual safety car. Oh, Scotty retires. Oh my word, I wonder what has happened to Scotty. Let's see what has happened to Scotty. We're trying to see if we can figure out what kind of an accident Scotty has had so far. Oh, looks like Scotty hit that left turn right there. So that's not looking so great for the young man at Chapel, the corner right before the Chapel and the hangar straight. So that's a bit of a disaster for the young man. And we only still have 3 guys, four guys are still rocking out the medium compound tires, which they've started with, and they still have not pitted yet. Question is, are these guys trying to use that overcut with the pit stop to make sure that they get themselves right up top in front? Right, so let's get on board right here with Koos, as he could have gotten himself he could have been a little bit closer, it looks, but I thought he was closer right there. Let's get on board with Brandon Prep. He's that guy who just really grafts and grafts throughout the whole entire race as usual, and he manages to always put himself into the top 5 position. Will he be able to get himself into the top 5 position today, as he's now grafting all the way from the bottom of the field, going all the way up? And he's getting closer and closer to Melons. Melons seems to have lost a lot of pace of those medium compound tires. They should have heated up already. And he's got a lap ahead of Brendan Pred, who's still trying to get that temperature into those tires. And it looks like Melons is definitely coping quite well with pace right here, as this will be looking closer and closer. It seems to be a bit of a easier and easier overtake that might happen for Brandon Pred, as he's catching up to these guys right here, using a little bit of that ERS to get him closer to Melons. Melons getting DRS also, and now to go through corner Stowe, and our high speed corner looking real great right here from these guys. Oh, Brandon Pred almost losing control of his car there as he misses the braking points, manages to bring it back together again, now losing out a lot of time because of not getting seeing Melons going side by side with Lucius on the first corner. Lucius doesn't manage to counter-attack that, and Brendan Prep just giving it a bit of a dive of luck right there. It looks like that dive of luck was working hard for this young man right now. It's just a matter of going past Melons. Melons does not have DRS. Will Brendan Prep be able to make a move as he now has DRS? He uses a little bit of his ERS. It looks like he's not going to be able to make a move on this lap right here, so hopefully that'll get him a little bit closer than usual. And he'll be able to use that DRS again on the hanger straight. But now we're going towards the little straight start finish straight that we have here, which will just only give him a bit of a tow going through the high-speed right-hander, going in super deep there. Interesting that he did not get a penalty for going in quite deep. As you see that Leandre is getting a 3-second penalty, definitely for track limits right here on this British short track. So here we go once again. Will Brendan Prey be able to make a move as Melons has ran out of DRS? Oh, that will just get Brendan Prep a whole lot closer. Hopefully he doesn't make too many mistakes. Brendan Prep gets a 3-second penalty. Let's have a look. Ooh, Melons is on a 14-second penalty. That's not looking so great for this young man, but these guys are just definitely fighting for position. So far, it looks like Brendan Prep might have the upper hand, but Melons just managing to get a bit of a quicker getaway every time on the last few corners. Oh, here we go. Brendan Prep is a whole lot closer right now. Will he be able to complete this move coming through, coming out of Chapel and then going through to the hanger straights? Now he's got DRS. Was that enough to get this guy? Unfortunately, he'll not. Okay, going side by side. A bit of contact there between the two guys. Melon's trying to cover up for that inside corner. Brendan Prep just really going out wide on that second last corner, and it looks fairly good. Oh, there we go. Melon's trying to make a comeback once again, ladies and gentlemen, as they're now going to go through the first corner side by side. Melon's having to back off a bit from that inside, and that will be a nice finishing move right there for Brendan Preb so far. So it's looking fairly good, this young man. A bit of confidence between these two guys as they rocked it out side by side throughout the corners. So that is quite impressive moves coming from these two guys so far. So now Melons will definitely get that DRS on the hanger straight, but it looks like Melons is suffering a little bit when it comes to getting a bit of pace there. It looks like the game is freezing up a bit there on us. I've got no idea what is happening right there, ladies and gentlemen, but that's looking fairly strong for these two, for these guys out there, as Melons is trying to get closer and closer to Brendan Pred. So far, this field has now evened out a bit more. And now we see that Marsh overtaking Mackie. So now let's get on board right here with Leandre, who's getting ever so slightly closer and closer to Koos, and it looks like Leandre's got a lot of ERS to spend to try get closer to Koos, but Koos has used up a little bit of his ERS to keep away from Leandre. Leandre making a bit of a mistake there, going into Stowe, going out a little bit wide and not allowing him to get a really good exit, but it looks like so far he's gotten himself and still at a correct position to say he didn't fall behind as much as we thought he would. If Leandre gets himself nice and close, he should be able to get this hanger straight DRS. Will he be able to hang Koos on the straight right here? These guys will definitely use the ERS that they've been provided with. Looks like Leandre is just chilling out there and just using DRS and not using his ERS to get closer to Koos. He's just playing the long game so far. It's not worth trying to make an overtake right now, as we now headed towards well, we already went past the halfway mark of this race, and looks like these guys are just not going to push so much on the ERS so far, and it's just a matter of who's going to make a mistake and who's getting a better entry and who's getting a better exit. And looks like Leandre is getting super close, right on top of Koos's gearbox there. and it's looking fairly okay for this young man, as he now will be able to get himself closer and closer as he gets this DRS, and he gets a toe. Will he be able to go side by side into Stowe? Well, unfortunately having to back out. It's been going out wide there. Now will he be able to make a makes an interesting one there as he goes directly straight into the pits. Now this young man might be going out for some soft compound tires, which should last him all the way till the end of the race. So let us we're under safety car, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder what has happened. We have lost Herbal right there, unfortunately, and that is definitely not looking so great. Now this safety car will be our great equalizer, as we all know it. And I'm hoping you guys are ready for this restart of the safety car, because this is going to be one heck of a race. One heck of a beautiful race, definitely, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car will be our great equalizer, as we all know it. Whoop. Oh, so this should now is your go. Oh, that is not good at all for Marsh, as he gets disqualified. One of our front runners when it comes to the league points, he gets disqualified. Oh my word, that is definitely something that we do not want to see, as he gets disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. Oh, we got Kose losing losing out on his wing there, having a collision with Brandon Drake. Kose is gonna most probably have to go straight back into the pits once again. Hopefully Brandon Pred did not get any damage from that at all. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us today on the stream, this is now the finale of the race today, of this RaceFace race that we have today. So this is going to be one heck of a finishing track that we have here today. Hopefully you guys are ready. So when this when the safety car restarts again, it's going to be one beautiful restart. So these guys are definitely eager to get themselves right on front. So if I would Droom right now, go change those tires, because he's only just now done 33 laps on those medium compound tires. Is Droom ever going to decide he's going to go in? Ooh, that's not going to look so great for this young man. As you see, Leandre seems to have disconnected from the session. Oh, he's actually disqualified also. Ooh, a lot of guys are getting disqualified during the safety car. We have half of the field already lost already. So this is not looking so great for the league racers who have points up top, having to okay, that's a little strange. Oh, okay, so Titan now is having to push through to try and do a bit of catching up, to say, before the restart of the safety car. The almighty equalizer safety car is currently out there. Droom is still not pitting even now. This young man is really pushing his luck so far with those medium compound tires. At this time, those tires are still definitely not going to give him the pace that he's looking for. He's just hoping to hold position, but it's not worth it. Currently right now, the safety car is still out there waiting for the back markers to catch up to everybody else. So we currently have most probably Corsair or Titan right at the back there. Right, so let's prepare for the entry of the safety. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Brendan. Oh, for Melons now having a bit of a collision with Brendan Pred. Oh, Melons has lost his car right there during the safety car. That is definitely not going to be something that he's going to like to see today, as he's trying to craft through the field, and that happens for him so far. Oh, and he gets a speeding fine right there, penalty for himself as he, oh, whoa, there we go. Looks like Jazz has managed to get a really good exit out of the second to last corner as it goes through in deep. Oh, allowing Mackie to just go on the outside, just crashes right in and takes that position without an issue. Now we just have a bit of contact between the three guys, trying to make a three-way battle right there. Now Brendan Prep almost losing some positioning right there. And looks like we have Mackie just trying to chase down Azure as much as he can, but then Brendan Pred might be able to make a move on the inside. So far he has to back out now, and now Jazz is just getting so forever so slightly closer and closer to Brendan Pred. Oh, Azure posting our fastest time of the day today at 44. This is looking real toasty for these guys right here, as the restart will get these guys quite eager to get themselves right up top. Brendan Prep just deciding to rock out those mediums all the way to the end, as the wall definitely lasts to the end, but then now he's got Jazz, who's got the same number of laps of with his mediums, and he's chasing him down. Looks like Brendan Prep is managing to hold up and keep Jazz away so far. Titan just really trying his best to get himself out of that situation of the blue flags. Looks like Brendan Prep is no match for Azure's pace up front and Mackie's pace, as he's definitely starting to lose a lot of ground. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one heck of a race, as we now have lost half of the field already through a lot of collusions and a lot of guys also getting disqualified. Currently just having a lot of guys just getting a lot of penalties, and this is real deal breaker for most of them, as they now will be losing out on their positions when we get to the end of the race. The only thing now that Mackie can hope for is for Azure to get another penalty, so this will equalize the battle between the two of them. And now Mackie gets the DRS and tow from Titan's Ghost and Azure as they go through the hanger straights and go through now into Stowe, the high-speed corner. How is this going to look out for this young man now, as he just locks up into the corner right there, but still looks fairly okay. And then now going to the start finish, not getting a really good exit so far. It looks like Azure is keeping these guys away from him so far. Mac is just forever so slightly getting closer and closer to Azure, but not really managing to get himself close enough. Now we're going to go through again on hanger straight, as Azure has managed to pull out a bit of time between the two. Ooh, Mackie coming in real hot there and almost been able to get himself into a position to make a move. Oh, Azure ruins it for himself as he gets the 3-second penalty. Oh, the game is quite glitchy right now, ladies and gentlemen. Not really sure what's happening there, as we now okay, Titan giving us our fastest time, ladies and gentlemen. It's now starting to pour a little bit of rain. Question is, will it be able to get these guys to move on to the intermediate tires, or will they be carrying on with these slick compound tires, as we currently have a lot of guys just rocking it out with the soft compound tires, and most of those guys trying to last out with the medium compound tires. So if Drum had actually pitted during the safety car, he would have been able to manage to get him to snatch himself a few places. But now he's just really destroying himself as it goes out right now. Ooh, goes out for inters. Those inters will not be able to handle the current situation right now that we have with the track, as it's still a little bit dry in the track. Yes, a bit of rain there and there, but the track is still a little bit dry. We have not been seeing any pickup of water from the tires from the other cars. Here we go as you go through Stowe, the high-speed corner. Ooh, this game is definitely just having a bit of issues today so far. Hopefully it'll come right when we get the 2021 game. But so far we're just going to have to deal with what we have right now. So it looks like Jazz is ever so slightly catching up closer and closer to Brendan Prep. But Brendan Prep just managing to pull away, get better exits all the time, as we see. Ooh, looks like Jazz struggled a little bit there to put down the power out of the corner. There we go, Jazz getting another DRS again. This should be able to get him a little bit closer than usual. Oh, there we go. It looks like Brendan Prep might be losing out on a little bit of traction there. Let's just try to get on board with Brendan Prep and just look and see how this young man is doing so far. Ooh, that's quite interesting, as this guy is already having issues with some fuel. He's definitely has been running a lot on Rich and trying to keep away from Jazz, but Jazz seems to be in a much more comfortable and better position to make an attack on Brendan Prep right here. There we go, Jazz getting another DRS. Ooh. Oh, right. So, how's this going to turn out for this young man? Will he be able to carry out that fuel all the way to the very end or not? Whoa! Jazz almost losing the back end of his car coming out of the final corner, which is a bit of a high speed, or actually should I say it's a medium speed corner. And now they're going towards the farm, and now going out of the farm, going towards Chapel, and then headed down, headed up into the Hanger Straits. And it looks like this time Jazz does not manage to get himself into a DRS zone against Brendan Prep. Seeing right here, we have Zeal and Slim who are trying to battle out so far. It looks like Slim has got himself a whole lot closer than what he would like, and definitely is reaping the benefits right now as he gets the tow going through the start-finish straight. And then we go up into the high-speed right-hander right here, going towards farm, and ooh, that's not looking so great for Zeal, as he's lost a lot of pace, this young man. It's not looking so great for this boy out here. As Zeal loses his car, and that gives Slim a bit of an easy takers for that position. Oh, we got side-by-side action right there between the racing points of Jazz and Gus. Oh, it looks like Jazz is going to be just going out there to try and grab himself a bit of inters. It looks like now the weather's looking real great for some intermediate tires, and this might work out well for Jazz, or will it work against him? Looks like the slick tires are still applicable for now. There's only 4 laps to go, and we see Jazz will be going out of the pits and managing to stay right up front and keeps his position in 5th position right now. But now he's going to definitely be under the attack of Corsair, who's forever so slightly getting closer and closer to Jazz. But Corsair has a 6-second penalty, so it does not really pose much of a threat to Jazz. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one heck of a long race as we head towards the closing stages of this race. Oh, Zeal picking up another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. He got one earlier on, and this is not looking so great for that young man. As we go now towards the end of the race, we are seeing a lot of guys who might be running out of fuel. Let's have a look and see how the race leader is doing up front of the intermediate tires as he goes side by side with one of the back markers. So our race leader here in the AlphaTauri looking fairly good so far. Looks quite confident going through the coming corner, which is Stowe, which is a high-speed corner. He's still, ooh, a lot of lockup there. You might as well just, you know, this is a sacrifice that people make. So you either choose to either keep going with those soft compound tires or switch over to the inters. But if you switch over to the inters, you lose out on a lot of track positions in this case right here. So it looks like the softs will still do for now, as he only needs to do the last lap. After this lap right here, this man is going to be taking the victory of winning the RaceFace Racing League for the season today, as we are on the last race of the season. Oof, that lockup is quite intense there, as he tries to nurse the car all the way back to the podium finish. So now he's on his last lap. Will he be able to keep himself and keep his car intact as he goes through the medium speed corners? Now he's just nursing the car with those slicks in this rainy conditions, trying his utmost best not to lose the car. Here we go, our race leader coming through on the last few corners, and he's definitely now almost running on low with his fuel, and is looking quite comfortable so far. Not in a rush to get, oh, a bit of a spin coming up, Ooh, okay, hopefully, oh, he just manages to catch it and keep the car in form. Oh, what an epic finish coming from our race leader right there, followed by Mackie in second place. And we're gonna definitely have Koos trying to keep his position, as you can see Jazz is coming closer and closer. Ooh, manages to snatch that third place position for himself. And Brendan Pred, who's decided to chill out with the a bit of a tangle happening right there between Brendan Pred and Koos, as they try to make it all the way to the end. Brendan Pred sitting. Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is now the end of the racing season after that intense race on this Silverstone, or should we say British Short Circuit. Droom getting that Driver of the Day award. That's looking super great for this young man. I hope you guys enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen, because this has been one heck of a race today, and that's looking quite great for most of these guys out there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this season, and hoping to see you guys once again on this RaceFace season that's going to be coming up. So we'll definitely let you guys know when the next one will come up. So that concludes today's race, as we have race leader Azure taking the first place position, followed by Mackie in second, Jazz in third, Gus in fourth, Kose in fifth, Brendan Pred in sixth, Slim in seventh, eighth for Titan, Drum in 10th, and then closing up the points position, Zeal. And Lucius taking the last place position, and the rest of the guys did not manage to finish the race. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been one heck of an awesome race that we got from these guys, quite entertaining. I'm hoping you guys are super well entertained as much as I was, and keep the flames going, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of your evening. So this is goodbye from me. It will be quite a long time before I see you guys again, so I hope you guys have enjoyed your evening today. So yeah, everybody take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you guys on our next race, which will be the next season for RaceFace. So this will be one heck of an awesome time out there once again with these guys, just really truly showing us true talent. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening, and this is goodbye from me, Rego here, aka Reggie. So yeah, see you guys, take care.